Three, two, one. Welcome back to Nerds in the Gym podcast. I'm Marco, and on the other
I'm
side of the computer stuff is Brandon.
Nerds in
Maybe
the Gym, the only podcast that can't be taken down by pollen.
pollen and actual sickness.
Mm.
Let me tell you, this double whammy is hitting me hard.
Oh, it's been a miserable week.
Oh, it's so Monday
It's
through
been a week
Wednesday.
today.
Monday through Wednesday for me was just allergies, and my allergies were brutal. I was at the gym and I was cleaning up the pollen in there, and just like the vacuuming up of the pollen was causing me to have a sneezing fit the entire time. My
Mhm.
eyes were just like running all over the place. I couldn't stop sneezing. My nose wouldn't stop running. So I was like, okay, from now on, I need to wake up like an hour earlier just to take my allergy medicine and then go back to sleep so it kicks in a bit better. So I started doing that and I was like, okay, it's working a bit better, but the pollen is brutal this year. I don't think people understand this, especially people that don't have allergies. I literally looked up an article and they're like 2023 is going to be the worst year for allergies ever.
It already is. Like,
Oh, it's
I can't
terrible.
even go outside.
Oh, me neither. I'm supposed to cut a lawn today too.
Mine is literally up to my knees at this point, and it's just gonna have to wait.
I think Joe's family is doing this thing called No Mo May or something.
Oh, could be.
Yeah, that should be interesting. But yeah, no, this is terrible.
No, I started getting sick right after you left last Saturday. I didn't feel well. Went to work.
Well,
Felt
yeah,
awful.
you told me that. You're like, are you feeling okay? I was like, yeah, I just had my allergies. And then Thursday, I thought my allergies were just hitting me really bad.
Mhm.
Because if I stayed inside with all the windows shut and whatnot, I like felt fine. I was still like super like tired and fatigued.
Mhm.
And then I woke up Friday and I was like, oh no, I'm actually sick. Because
I had the opposite. I was actually sick, and then around Tuesday, Wednesday, my allergies kicked up.
yeah, well, so I was convinced that because like I get sore throats from allergies too,
Hmm.
just because it kind of like dries out my throat badly. But what's are you laughing at that?
Oh no, I'm just thinking about this is the worst podcast of all time.
People can relate. That's the importance of a podcast or any type of online entertainment is as long as people can relate, it's we're fine. But
Uh,
anyhow, so I thought it was just like, oh, I have a sore throat from allergies from the pollen and stuff. But then I realized it got like super bad yesterday, and I was like, oh no, I'm actually sick.
yeah.
So yeah, but should we talk about any nerd stuff if we have nerd stuff to talk about? Considering it
I'm
is
sure we
like
do.
part of our podcast.
This is the tough part because usually I use my phone to check my notes, but I can't.
Oh, yeah. I don't have my notes out right now. Um, Actually, I didn't really take notes this week. I've been just like kind of down and out this week because my allergies have really been annoying me. And then when I got sick, it got even worse. My productivity just dropped.
I literally been going to work, coming home, laying in bed for 4 hours, going to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I've been doing the same, I guess.
Mm. Ted Lasso this week. You and I talked about it a little bit.
I thought it was a great episode. It's one of the best episodes of the series.
Just like I said, that one line that Roy Kent had when she says to get your hairy butt into my office, and he goes, "Each and every one of you know there's not a single hair on my butt, and yet you said nothing. I will never forgive you."
uh, that's a
Is it
great
fair to
line.
say they're going to go on with just Roy Kent as the main character? I
Wait,
feel like
what?
that's what's happening.
Um, that's a good question. I don't know. Like, uh, it's hard to say because
They might end Coach Lasso, but I feel like he's going to be doing something.
I feel like it would be called like what's the name of the team? Maybe like Richmond Legacy or something. or maybe Ted Lasso Legacy,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Because like I think the way that the show is panning out is Roy will take over as head coach, and then I think Nate's going to be back as a coach.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because we kind of see his splitting apart with Rupert there. But I think that's how that's going to happen. So maybe they'll like show like it'll be like almost Ted Lasso's legacy is left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Because Brett Goldstein, who plays Roy, is one of the producers of the show.
Right.
So it's very well that he could be like, oh, I want to keep doing this.
Did you know the Ted Lasso character was just an NBC like promotional character to start with?
Yeah,
When
so
NBC started showing the Premier League, I had no idea. I thought it was SNL.
oh, so the character was created back in like 2004 by the guy that plays Beard. I forget his name, and Jason Sudeikis. And then it turned into. They've been trying to like make this show for years. And then it started off as the skit, and then eventually Apple TV picked them up. Because I think it was like 10 years between the first skit and when they came up with the character. And I think they actually came up with the character because they were playing FIFA or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I'm just wondering how it went from that character and then how Brett Goldstein got involved. But
oh yeah, I have no idea. But so like the problem is I forget where I saw. Oh, it was like a whole Twitter thread, because anytime you search, everybody just talks about how. Oh wait, I may have actually found one. So it did originate before the NBC, like whatever, like Premier League promotions.
coverage.
Sudeikis actually helped create the character in 2001 while performing comedy with his show co-star Brennan Hunt. They both performed in Amsterdam as part of a comedy troupe, and the two American comedians had to grapple with the huge soccer scene in the city. Their response was Lasso, an American football coach with almost no knowledge of soccer rules. Originally, NBC pitched the idea of a short film featuring Lasso, the Premier League teams. It all got rejected except for one, Tottenham Hotspur. But yeah, so there was like a long road to just get it to like be picked up.
Right.
And
without the streaming wars, I don't think it gets even close to being made.
Yeah. But what was I going to say? Oh, what's funny about the show though is because it's obviously Richmond and what's the name of the Nate's team?
They're West Ham, aren't they?
West Ham. Is in real life West Ham is the one that's avoiding relegation.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like they basically just got the two teams that allowed them to really focus the story on.
Right.
Which I feel,
But a lot can happen in 3 seasons too.
That's true.
In real world soccer.
That is true.
But yeah, so how many episodes we got left? We got 3 episodes?
Yeah. Unless they do what they did with season 2, where they're like, oh, we'll drop 2 extra episodes.
Maybe.
And get ourselves a Beard episode and a Christmas episode. I don't need another Beard episode.
I just think how they've turned Jamie Tart from like an all-star soccer player to being average.
Well, I don't think he's like...
pitch.
His stats are probably average, but he's still an important part to the team because he's following the team's successful plan.
Right.
So...
You think Zava tries to come back at any point, unretire, or you think he's done?
No, I bet you he goes to West Ham.
Oh, they'd have to trade him because he retired.
I don't know. Maybe soccer rules are different.
I don't think so, but
well, I know, like because in the NFL, obviously, like if you unretire, you have to get traded. But there is
if you're under contract.
If you're under contract, but
retire.
But even if you're under contract, there's a way around that too. There's a way to get the contract terminated.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird stuff. Did you actually, speaking of football, did you see Brady's coming back for the first game of the Patriots season?
Yeah, Kraft is trying really hard for people not to remember him as a Buccaneer.
Yeah. Well, did you see the price of the tickets?
No, I didn't even bother.
The lowest price you can get. This is on the third deck of seats all the way in the back is like $700.
Oh, it's crazy.
I was like,
well, one,
what?
it's a home opener. Two, Brady's coming back. It's like, but also just like all they do with these is they're gonna have a video that says "Welcome Home, Tom." Play a bunch of his highlights. He's gonna walk on the field and wave at halftime.
Well, also here's one thing too. They don't have all the seats available yet because those new seats aren't up on seat selections yet.
Mm-hmm.
But the new light tower is going to be finished built by the beginning of the season. I would not be surprised if they put a Brady statue up.
No, they definitely should.
But here's the best part about a Brady statue is it doesn't matter what they do in terms of making a Tom Brady. They cannot get his face correct. And any type of wax figure, the video games, they still haven't gotten his face correct. I don't know what it is about his face. Nobody can get it down.
No. So, I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, we can get into football. There's a good amount of football news. Are you into watching the release videos? The schedule release videos?
So, I didn't even know those were a thing until this recent one where they had the retirement home for the Patriots.
Yep. So that was funny.
Yeah.
My problem is I watched them with numbers and uniforms on, so I didn't recognize half of them.
You watched them with numbers and uniforms on?
Yeah, when they played.
Oh.
But so I mean the Patriots one was okay. But the one that goes
people went crazy for the Patriots one.
The Chargers had the best one every year.
Oh, really?
This is the second year in a row. Have you seen it? You didn't see it?
No. I thought it was literally the Patriots were the only ones that did it, and it started this year.
No, so the last couple years it's been picking up steam. Denver always does one with Peyton Manning.
Okay.
You're gonna want to watch that one. That one's really funny. It's The Office.
Oh, it is.
And Peyton plays Michael Scott.
Oh boy.
They have the mascot, the horse.
Okay. The Bronco?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if it's Lightning or something like that.
Oh.
Is pretty much like the Rainn Wilson character.
Did they get Tim Tebow back?
No Tim Tebow, but they got Angela from The Office.
The actual Angela?
To play Angela.
Wait. I've actually may have saw a picture of this on the Office subreddit.
So it's only 3.5 minutes. I don't want.
Because personally, I saw that picture. I was like, "What episode is that from?"
Yeah, so it's 3.5 minutes, and there's a bunch of Office Easter eggs in there for you.
Oh, okay. I wonder if they had to get rights for that.
Yeah, definitely. But they were bought by the Walmart family.
Okay.
Last time they got sold, so they have dumb money.
Wait, isn't The Office owned by NBC?
Yes.
The NFL has an affiliation with NBC, right?
Correct.
So they may have not have needed rights. Because it's all the same company.
I'm sure it went smooth, but you also got to remember The Office has been off the air for so long.
Yeah.
That they're probably pretty lax with who gets to do what.
Yeah.
But no, so that one was hilarious, but no, the Chargers one, do you have enough screen if you open up the Chargers one?
Oh, I have plenty. I have a second screen up here because I can actually oh wait, I forgot my mouse is not on because I actually have a second page oh wait, I never actually set it up, so maybe I should not do that. I forgot.
Oh, no, it's fine. I can kind of describe it to you. So every year the Chargers do an anime style release video, but it's top tier, so it looks like an actual anime.
Uh-huh.
And what they did, so last year when they played the Jags, they had a Jaguar dressed as their coach at the bar Remember when he got in trouble for grinding up on the co-ed?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they had a Jaguar dressed as him last year. But anyway, so this year, what they do is they go team by team, showing their main character fighting whoever their opponent is. Marco, you didn't have to lean in to wipe your nose. That was like the opposite of what you should have done. You should have gone left or right.
What I
You just
should. Well, I muted myself.
right, but still, we're on video, so you just leaned in as close as you could to your camera to wipe your nose.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so the Chargers released video.
Hey,
And anyways, they play.
at least I muted myself because that is something I definitely would have done was just not mute myself. Like I probably would have leaned away and not had myself muted and just had like blown straight into the mic.
So they play the Lions in, I think, week 6 or something like that. So they have an animated lion show up, and at the side it goes, if you have a gambling problem and need help, please call. And it just got
Oh,
a
I see it right
gambling
now.
warning.
That's actually the one that just popped up.
That was probably the highlight of it for me. But so it's, I assume you got it muted, but it's got the music and
Yeah.
everything. So they're always top tier.
So the one thing that I did not like about the Patriots one is it was not clear. Like I didn't even realize that the games were popping up until like probably like the 6th game in.
Right. I was watching it on my phone, and the text was so tiny.
Yeah.
I was like, at the end, I had no idea who they were playing.
Well, I don't know if
But-
they were they in order? I feel like it went from
No,
like
they
game
weren't
9
in
to
order.
game 6.
You know, I love the Patriots, man. We might have a losing record this year. I am looking at that schedule release, and I was like, I don't know which teams of these we can beat.
They have a tough schedule. There was some guy who said that they could win up to 12 games this year.
Maybe. I mean, in Bill we trust, but
You know the one thing that happens with Bill Belichick teams is they usually dominate quarterbacks. They're at the top of the league.
well, my thing is like we drafted a bunch of defensive players, so our defense is stacked again,
Yeah.
but we have no offense.
I don't think the offense is going to be that bad, actually.
I mean, if Bill O'Brien can get these guys to play, but
Yeah.
yeah, me.
I think the biggest thing is
What do you-
including Hunter Henry more in the offense.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you
That
saw
year
when
one-
when Mac Jones adds Hunter Henry to the offense, that offense put up points last year.
2 years ago.
Even last
His
year, in
first year.
like 3 games that he did it.
hmm
The Vikings game, and I forget the other two. It was a
But yeah,
terrible
no.
season.
I just think there's some juggernauts out there, but now that we have to face Rodgers twice a season,
I'm telling you, I think the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl, man.
I think it's gonna be really tough. I think they definitely make the playoffs, though.
Well, the one thing I have to say about them is that the Jets were a really good team until they lost their running back last year.
No, the Jets were decent. It was
They-
all quarterback play.
Exactly. You're adding that quarterback play now.
I mean, I'm just saying there's a lot that can happen,
Yeah.
but I mean, if they say hypothetically they do, that's like the third team in 4 years that gets a quarterback goes to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Bucks, Rams.
Yep.
and
I'm still
then
not
it would
convinced
be-
that Brady's retired.
I've heard rumblings left and right, but
He's going to see how Mac Jones plays in that game, and he's going to be on his 1-day contract and then suit up and go out there.
suit up. That'd be hilarious.
Theoretically, like on that 1-day contract, are they technically on the roster for that game?
I think you technically are, even though it's symbolic.
That's
So
actually
that's why they try. They try and do it in the off season when your roster's bigger.
that's actually
If you've ever
hilarious.
noticed.
And that's honest to God, Robert Kraft's going to try to get Brady to have one more touchdown pass with the Patriots, because his last pass with the Patriots was a pick 6.
He just jots out there on special teams for a 2-point conversion.
Oh my God, the crowd would go wild.
That would be insane. But he could still play if he wanted to. So that's the funny thing. I never say never.
You know what?
But now that
I wonder if he is training at all still in terms of like for throwing. I bet like he's probably still working out,
hmm
but
it seems like he's done the things he's doing in the off season. I think he's just hanging out with the kids.
yeah.
Um, what was I going to say? So Baker Mayfield's down with the Bucks. I think
Yep.
that's an interesting combination.
Yeah, I
They have
knew
a weak
that.
division, so that's kind of up for grabs.
Yeah, they
A lot of
do.
the
Well,
experts are
didn't
giving it
last
to
year they all have
Carolina.
losing records?
I believe so because the Bucks got in with a bad record or losing record.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were first in the
So
division.
the experts are giving it to Carolina, but
Uh,
with a rookie quarterback, it's tough
oh,
not
okay.
knowing what you have.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, did we cover the whole Lamar Jackson contract?
No, that happened at a weird time. When did that happen? That happened right before the draft. It was like
Yeah,
the
so
morning
like
of the
basically
draft.
his entire contract is guaranteed.
I think it's like 80, 85%,
Yeah, which has never
which is
happened
really good.
before. Which okay, so that
Well,
happened.
besides Deshaun Watson.
What?
Besides Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. But um so because of that, the Chiefs are responding and they're going to be giving increasing Patrick Mahomes contract,
hmm
which is insane because have you ever seen the breakdown of Patrick Mahomes contract?
It was really backloaded, right? They didn't pay him a lot now, and then later down the line, he's getting.
Yeah, so where is it? Oh man, I can't remember. Okay, so Patrick Mahomes uh only accounted for like 7.5 mil in 2021. 2022 was 35.8. 2023 is nearly 40. Then 2024 is 46. Then we go to 48, back to 44. 2027, he takes up 62.3 million cap.
Right. So this is called kicking it down the road. A lot of teams do it. They make their contracts this way so they can get a bunch of free agents now,
Yeah.
win now, and then you look at teams like the Rams.
But
Rams did the same thing, and now they're in salary cap
the thing is
travesty.
if you increase his salary, you're going to have to start loading up these front end years now.
Yeah, so they're gonna eventually get in trouble with the Patrick Mahomes contract, but right now it's just honestly doing right by the player, which I like a lot.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at how his cap space works or how much of the cap hit he's taking. This team may only have like a couple more years of being legitimately dominant.
Right, but you got to think about that, man. How many teams can be dominant for 5 years?
Yeah, that's true.
Not many. And that's why, just like if they're able to do it this way, Brady's got to be kicking himself because he took pay cuts to be that dominant.
Yeah, but you also have to think he was dominant throughout his entire career.
Right, but you got to remember he didn't really get a big contract. He got a big contract, I think, once.
Yeah.
It twice if you count the one at the end.
Yeah.
But if Kansas City's breaking the mold and able to do this, but also they didn't lose many players this year.
Who, Kansas City?
Yeah, they lost Juju Smith-Schuster, which he was their fourth wide receiver.
Yeah, the one thing about Kansas City though is like who's the big three on that team? You have obviously Patrick and Travis Kelsey. Who's the other guy I'm forgetting? Sammy
Hmm.
Watkins?
Isn't on the team anymore.
Who's their number one receiver?
You might have to Google it. I'm
Yeah,
blanking. I was at Hardman.
it may be. Yeah, I don't. Wait. Where is it? Second starter. Oh wait, that's defense. Kadarius. Oh wait. Marquez Valdez Scantling.
NBS, yep. He was
Kadarius
from Green
Tony and
Bay.
Sky Moore.
Yeah, so Tony is really fast. He came over from the Giants midseason.
Yeah.
MVS used to be a Packer.
But like, how old is Travis Kelce?
He's got to be getting up there, 33, 34.
Yeah, he is 33. So like, he probably doesn't have too much left in terms of like his receiving days.
If it was 10 years ago, I would agree with you. But honestly, man, with the way these guys take hits now, it wouldn't surprise me if he could keep going for another 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
Like NFL lifespan, man, with the new rules and everything, everyone's going to be able to play longer.
I just think, he's more of a receiver than he is an actual tight end that blocks.
He can still throw down in. Because he got offended when people started saying that, so he started working on his blocking. Who was the Green Bay Packer tight end from last year? Mercedes Lewis is a free agent. So if he plays this year, he breaks the record for the longest tight end career in history. He eclipses Tony Gonzalez, yeah.
Mercedes Lewis. Even what's his name there? The guy that used to be on the Cowboys.
Witten, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's 38. Wow.
He's been playing forever. But he's a free agent, so they're wondering if he's going to try and go to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Because the Packers just replaced him.
You know what's funny is I love how I search up these players and it gives me their 40-yard dash time from when they were in the combine. It's like, when you're 38, that's not your 40-yard dash anymore.
No. But you saw Green Bay has the offensive coordinator who used to coach the Broncos for one season, Nathaniel Hackett.
Yep.
They brought in the wide receiver from Green Bay, 2 wide receivers from Green Bay.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think of their names.
Yeah, I don't know
Cobb.
their names.
Yeah, Randall Cobb and one other one. So you're seeing a lot of former Packers flock to the Jets, and now that Rodgers is officially signed, I'm surprised they don't have a bunch of big free agent signings.
Yeah.
Do you think Odell Beckham Jr. can do anything on the Ravens?
He's up there in age too, right?
Well, my thing is, like, wide receivers don't like playing in the Baltimore system because they have to block all the time. So I was surprised they got him.
Especially with his injuries.
Right.
Well, did you see what Lamar Jackson said?
Which time?
He says he wants to go for 6,000 yards this season, passing.
Oh. So that explains it right there.
Like,
he's sick of running.
He's a great passer. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. I think his passing is heavily underrated. I am also under the firm belief that he's the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument to be made there if he's healthy.
Yeah, if he's healthy, he's the best quarterback in the league. And I don't think I'm the only one that says that. I think people get like super offended because obviously like what Patrick Mahomes has done in terms of Super Bowls and statistics wise. Mm-hmm. But like when you used to look at Brady versus Rodgers mm-hmm. was the best quarterback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like skill wise. But Brady was just like the better team player and like just the greatest of all time in terms of everything combined in the league. But in terms of actual skills, Rodgers was at a different level.
It's very rare in the NFL there's one that's the best.
Yeah.
There's people that you can make an argument for. But on any given Sunday, Lamar Jackson gives you a better chance to win than most.
Yeah.
So that should be interesting.
I just don't think the past couple of years, though, that his offense has been at a level where he can just fully dominate.
Yeah, he didn't have to. He had some weapons, don't get me wrong, but also it's set up to run first.
Yeah.
Which kind of skews his numbers.
I don't think his offensive line is that great.
I didn't watch enough Baltimore to comment on that one.
Oh.
If I'm being honest. Oh, sorry. I was just checking the time. I didn't realize it'd take me out.
Oh, you know what? I just want to say something to Joe right now. Where's the laundry? Yeah, exactly, Joe. There's no laundry. And even then, it's blurred. You can't see it. So what's up?
Everyone keeps commenting on the laundry, so I just decided I might as well lean into it and keep adding to it.
I know. I should have put laundry in the background of my setup right now.
Oh, there you go.
What's next on
But
the
yeah, so
agenda?
you got me. So we did football. There's no jokers.
I know they're on their mid-season break that may last like 2 months, apparently.
I haven't seen Guardians yet because I've been sick.
A lot of people are saying it's a top 5 MCU movie.
That's what they're saying, which is good because the last couple have been underwhelming for me.
Doozies. Um, you know what's actually crazy is the MLB this year.
With the new pitch count,
Not only
pitch
that,
clock.
just the AL East, the Red Sox
Mm-hmm.
division. All 5 teams have positive records.
It's crazy. You don't see that in baseball very often.
I don't know if you've ever seen that, but then you have a team like the Athletics who still has broken 10 wins.
That doesn't surprise me. They're trying to get to Vegas.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I just realized what happened. Oh yeah, they are going to Vegas, aren't they?
They're trying to follow the Raiders to Vegas.
Did you see that
And
with the Vegas? Actually, Brady is trying to become part ownership.
I think it's almost official.
Oh, it is.
He wants. I think so. Him and Mark Davis have been friends for a while. You used to see them hang out at UFC events and things like that. But it's not going to be like a major ownership. It's going to be a percentage.
Well, that and isn't that like doesn't Dana White have something with them?
I don't know if he has ownership in the team, but because UFC's in Vegas, he's got a big friendship with Mark
Yeah.
Davis, and they all work together.
Eh,
I mean, having Brady involved is definitely the right move.
yeah.
If the Patriots were smart, they would have offered him whatever ownership stake he was getting there.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I was like, why? I'm surprised Robert Kraft isn't like, oh, hey, Tom, trust us, come in here. We'll give you part ownership here.
Hmm. And then he becomes Belichick's boss for a little bit.
He just suits
But
up whenever he feels like it.
I guess I see both ways because ownership of a team, obviously 5% of the Patriots is more than 5% of the Raiders.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, I'm actually looking at the MLB like standings right now.
mhm.
So Red Sox, every team has a positive record. And the AL Central, only the team in first place, which is the Twins, have a record above 500.
Mhm.
And the AL West, the top 3 teams do, which is Rangers, Angels, and Astros. Mariners are at 500. Athletics are below 500 by a long shot. Then you go over to the NL East, and let's see. Only the first 2 teams have 500 or above record. The rest are at 500 or below. I just think that's crazy. Usually, like, I don't know. The win-loss records of these teams is insane this year.
Yeah. Should be interesting to see how things even out after the All-Star break.
Yeah. The
That's
All-Star,
usually when baseball gets a little more exciting.
the All-Star break is so funny. It just completely ruins some teams' seasons and, like,
Hmm.
helps others thrive. Like, back in '04, Red Sox were not supposed to make the playoffs.
No.
Then the whole A-Rod fight happened, which was after the All-Star break, and then they made the wild card and then won the World Series. And it came
Oh, yeah.
back down from '03.
Well, now baseball has the playing games too,
Yeah.
so there's a real big chance
You know who we
for
need
an
on this
upset.
podcast?
A guest. Well, today would have been a good day to get Trent in here.
Or Bill Burr. He likes sports.
If
Imagine
you ever
we got
listen to him
Bill
talk about
Burr.
sports, though, he doesn't follow as closely as he used to.
Who, Bill Burr?
Bill Burr, yeah.
Oh, he's always tweeting about sports.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't
Yeah, no,
follow
he's
closely enough.
he is always tweeting about sports, especially if a Boston team is playing. Oh yeah, he's on that. Let's
You buy
see.
your machine tickets yet?
The movie? No.
No, I meant the live show.
That's for what was that for December?
December, yeah.
Not yet. I was going to wait until I actually can say, "Oh, I have the money."
Makes sense.
Um so I do want to go again. But yeah, so like last night Bill Burr said they are absolutely cursed. Hashtag leaves.
Oh, yeah, because the Maple Leafs got eliminated.
Yeah. I respect that the Knicks coach still puts product in his hair. Was another one from a few days ago. Actually,
Oh,
was...
well, I guess he does. Watch him.
Oh yeah, no, he watches like all the sport. I think he's turned away from talking about sports as much and having his rants.
Oh, maybe that's it.
So, have you been keeping up with any of this AI stuff or no?
So I played around with it a little bit. I showed you last week, but no, this week I didn't do anything with it.
Well, no. So, like, what I was gonna say is obviously your job is in IT.
Mm-hmm.
Does this potentially have any effect on how your job works?
Not right now, because a lot of it is, how do I put it? There's no laws with it yet,
Yeah.
so you can't exactly put security of people's personal data into something that there's no laws with,
Yeah.
and there's no one to. So if you say use AI to encrypt people's data,
Yeah.
and then it gets decrypted by someone and stolen, we can't blame AI.
Hmm.
I think in 10 years, absolutely, it's going to affect it.
Yeah. Interesting.
But
There's also this. In quarter two of 2023, Disney Plus lost 4 million subscribers.
when was quarter three?
Quarter two of
When was
2023.
it?
I think that's like right now.
Well, yeah, because Mandalorian ended.
Exactly.
They raised the price.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, I haven't opened up Disney Plus to watch anything. I try watching Andor once in a while, but other than that, it's just the wife watching Disney movies.
Andor's awful.
Oh, bro, since last week, I haven't watched more than 10 minutes of it.
Oh, it's brutal. But like, how much does Disney Plus cost?
I think it's almost up to $8.99.
So with ads is $7.99. No ads is $10.99.
So I must have $10.99 then.
What? I didn't know that there was an ads version. So you have to think. Let's see. So everybody's probably getting like the $11 one.
I assume so. But you heard the news, right?
What?
Price is going to go up again. Hulu is combining with Disney Plus.
That's right. That's right.
Disney at one point owned 55% of Hulu, and now bought out the other 45%.
So wait, let's
So
see.
that means it's going to be like $20 a month,
Yeah.
because that's what they're charging now for the bundle, right?
Yeah, I believe so. So let's just say like let's average those prices out and then multiply it by 4 million. That could be $38 million that they're losing out on. But I would guess
and that's
I would guess it's more probably 40 million, because if I had to guess, people are probably more purchasing the no ad one.
it depends.
And
I know people.
that's monthly though.
Have you ever tried watching Hulu with commercials? It's impossible.
Oh, I did it for all Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It was terrible.
There's literally 5 minutes of commercials every 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's
I
terrible. I
couldn't
think I
do
did
it.
it with Rick and Morty as well when they were on Hulu.
Because it used to be a Black Friday deal. You used to buy it for $1 a month. So it'd be
Oh.
$12 for the year. And honestly, I stopped using it after like a month. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, I understand why they have ads,
Hmm.
but they gotta relax on it.
Yeah, especially
If
when they only show you the same 5 ads.
if I am purchasing something, there should not be ads on it at all.
You would think so. Even Apple TV's kind of weird. Apple TV does what Amazon Prime does, where it's like, hey, there's no commercials, and then as soon as you click on something, it shows you a commercial.
But you can skip them.
Yeah, I just think it's odd that they even try it.
Yeah.
So no, so look for that price to go up.
Yeah.
But honestly, I like Hulu. Hulu's got a lot of interesting things as far as new shows.
What does Hulu have?
Hulu rotates kind of like Netflix. Usually, what happens is something leaves Netflix, it goes to Hulu.
Oh, okay.
So, like right now, I'm watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia on Hulu,
Yeah,
which at one
I've
point was
never
on
watched that. I
Netflix.
need to watch that.
If you got some time, man, I would definitely check it out.
I
For
Breaking Bad's in the newest season that's coming out.
Yep, I did see that promo.
Um,
You like comedy that pushes the edge?
yeah.
So, like from episode 1, it pushes the edge.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've seen all the Danny DeVito clips that are great.
So, yeah, I think you'll like it. I
Yeah.
recommend it.
No, I definitely will. I used to like watch a bunch of clips and stuff, but I never actually watched the show.
So,
I
what else?
still haven't watched the new season of Rick and Morty either.
That just came to HBO Max, I think.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, you can use Mother's account,
Yeah, that's true.
catch up.
Maybe I'll watch it on the plane.
There is a new Seth Rogen. I think it's a series coming to Apple TV. Did you see that?
Yes.
It's called Platonic
Yes.
with Natalie. Is it Natalie Portman?
It's not Natalie Portman, I don't think.
Oh no, it's the one from Neighbors.
Oh, I forget her name. I know you're talking about the blonde hair person.
I'm trying to think. Not is she the one from Pirates of the Caribbean?
It's not Keira Knightley.
No,
It's Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne. That's it. That's it. So I think that'll be really funny. I think that's coming next week.
Yeah. Oh, apparently there's already reviews out for it.
How do we get on this list to watch this stuff early?
I think it's literally just these like critics,
Hmm.
the well-known ones.
We need to start a critics page.
Yeah, we should. Oh
Get
my
involved.
goodness.
Oh, you have a question? Go ahead, Marco.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I used to always do that in school. I would raise my hand, and I would forget what I was going to say. It was bad. But yeah.
All right, bud. I'm gonna go take some medicine. I think if that's cool with you. I think we're at a good stopping point.
Yeah, no, I think I need to like go blow my nose a billion more times and just crash.
I'm gonna go rock some Benadryl and pass out. So, all right. We've been nerds in the gym. Oh, actually, Marco, you go ahead and take us out.
Oh, yes, because I control the recording. We've been Nerds in the Gym. I'm Marco. That's
Brandon.
yeah. And we'll be back next week, hopefully with less allergies and no sickness.
All right. Peace out, guys.
Bye.